Let's go for the 20th problem now. Find the value of P plus Q if 75 raised to 3 by 4, 375 raised to 3 by 4, 15 raised to 3 by 4 is equal to 3P multiplied by 5 raised to Q. 3 raised to P multiplied by 5 raised to Q. So basically what we are supposed to do is convert all these numbers into, what do we say, product of 3 and 5. So first thing, we can combine them because all of them are raised to 3 by 4. So what I'll do, I'll combine them. 75 multiplied by 375 multiplied by 15 whole raised to 3 by 4. Then I'll divide them in such a way that they are either power of 3 or power of 5. Okay. So जैसे कि ये 75 can be written as 25 multiplied by 3. So 25 is 5 raised to 2 multiplied by 3. I'm writing the 75 like this. है ना? Sorry, Himesh. Himesh. Hmm. Now, speaking about 375, 375 also goes with this 25. Actually, 25 नहीं, 125 के साथ जाता है वो. So when it goes with, it's basically 125. 125 is what? 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 3. 125 threes are it is 3. I hope you understood what I'm trying to do. So this is coming from 75. This is coming from 375. And this 15 is purely 5 into 3 raised to 3 by 4. So that will give me 5 raised to 2 plus 3 plus 1. कुल मिलाकर 5 raised to 6 raised to 3 by 4 multiplied by 3 raised to 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3 raised to 3 raised to 3 by 4. So this will give me 3 and 2, 9 by 2. So 5 raised to 9 by 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 9 by 4 is equal to 5 raised to q multiplied by 3 raised to p. So that will give me p is equal to 9 by 4 and q is equal to 9 by 2. So when you add
You
both
have
of
to
them,
add them.
yeah, p plus q goes as this goes as 2 times
7.
plus 3. 3 into 9 by 4. That is 27 by 4.
So you got 3 into 9, 3 into like 18 plus 9, right?
3 into 9 upon 4 it is, right?
Yes, so you got 3 times as because
9 by
when we
4.
make the denominator 4, then we have to multiply 9 into 2 in
Correct.
Q.
18 by 4. Correct, correct. 18
Okay.
plus 9, 27 by 4.
Yes,
So
so 3 into 9 by 4.
3 into 9 by 4.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let me just open the next thing. So as I've said, we'll be solving the since we have completed the worksheet today itself, I'll not be as I've already told you, I want everyone to try the uh, workbook problems or textbook problems after we complete the worksheet. So I know that many of my children have already might have already completed the exercise problems, but still, I assume there might be some students who might have not started solving the textbook problems. They might have thought, ki, okay, fine, after completing the worksheet, we'll be doing that. So for them, I won't be taking the doubts today. As I've already told you, we'll be taking the doubts together for a couple of topics. Okay. Okay. So now we'll be starting with the next chapter, that is identities expansion. Let me just share the screen. Mm, just a minute. Mm, okay. So identities expansion. So basically, what is this? So if an equation is satisfied by any value of variable, then the equation is said to be an identity. Okay. For example, if you have an equation like this, 2x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6, then the equation is satisfied for any value of x. That is, this equation has infinite solution. For example, in this case, if you will put x equal to 1 on both sides, you will get LHS equal to RHS. If you will put x equal to 2 on both sides, you will get LHS equal to RHS. You put any value of x on both sides, you will always get LHS equal to RHS. LHS means left hand side, RHS means right hand side. So, not all the equations are like this. Certain equations are definitely not like this. Like, for example, if I'll say hmm, x square is equal to x plus 2. Now, if somebody is asking what should be the value of x for this equation to be true, there is only one solution to this, that is 2. So only if x equal to 2, then only this equation becomes LHS equal to RHS. For example, LHS becomes 4 and RHS also becomes 4. You put any other value like x equal to 3, if you'll put, the LHS becomes 9 and the RHS becomes 5, which is not equal to each other. So not all the value of x can satisfy this equation. So this is a normal equation. But such kind of equation where you put any value of x, that equation will always be satisfied. Those equations are called as identity. Therefore, this is an identity. There is only one variable in the above identity, but there can be more variables in an identity. ऐसा कुछ compulsion नहीं है कि there should be only one variable. There can be more variables as well. Like for example, in this case, a plus b the whole square. This is the LHS. On the RHS, you have something else, a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now, let me consider a's value is 1 and b's value is 2. You put on LHS as well as RHS the same values of A and B, you'll get LHS equal to RHS. Now, instead of 1, you put 5 and instead of 2, you put 7 or any other number. Again, you will get LHS equal to RHS. Hence, this equation, A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. This is called as an identity. Now, tell me what's your query?
Sir, I have two doubts. X square is equal to x plus 2. X can be minus 1 also, right?
X minus 1 square. Yeah, it can be minus 1 also. Yes. But
Yes.
still,
And
but again, that is not an identity. That is again an equation only. Identity होने के लिए x का कोई भी value हो, then also it should be satisfied.
huh.
Then only it becomes identity. Tell me, Naitik. Next query.
And sir, below you have written x is equal to 3. Means what was the context? I didn't understand. Why you wrote x
मतलब
is equal to
instead
3?
of x equal to 2, if I am substituting x equal to 3,
Okay,
in the same
okay.
equation.
Then you got different values, means
Yes.
not equal. And is it necessary to be for an identity that on LHS and RHS there
Mhm.
should be variable on both the
Mm.
sides?
Yes.
At least one variable.
Yes. If there are
Okay, sir.
variables, then only they are called as an equation. And if it is an equation, then only it is called as an identity. So yes, variables are required, at least one.
Not one at LHS and one at RHS.
Naitik, your voice became feeble suddenly. Can you please repeat? Come closer to the mic.
Sir, we need a variable, one at LHS and one at RHS.
Yeah, one at LHS and one at RHS. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. So these are some examples of identities which we will have to remember. Okay. So the first example is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus, there is only one minus over here. Then again 2ab plus b square. So basically the idea is what, जो भी square है ना उनको कभी negative हम लोग लगाते नहीं है. So this square is also positive and this square is also positive. This square is also positive and this square is also positive. So only this negative sign goes with what? The product of A and B. उसको ऐसे logic से दिमाग में रखो कि A was a positive value, B was a negative value. So positive value and negative value दोनों combine होके you got a negative number over here. So ऐसे आप उसको याद रख सकते हैं. This is the technique to remember that. So the negative sign goes only with the middle term, 2AB. Then another equation is what? A plus B into A minus B, which is A square minus B square. So I believe these three formulae are very much familiar to you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, even the fourth one, we also did that in school.
Very good, very good. Then it's awesome. So in the fourth one, what do you have? You have x plus a and then x plus b. So x plus some constant plus x multiplied by x plus some other constant. It's basically x square plus abx plus ab. A plus bx plus ab. Okay. So this is the fourth identity which you need to remember. It's very much similar to the first one. Basically, ऐसे दिमाग में रखो, it's this one, the first one can also be written as a plus b multiplied by a plus b, right? So the first one was a square, which is the first term square. So in this case, x is common for both. So you'll write x square. Instead of writing a square, you wrote x square. So 2ab is basically what? It's basically, uh, sorry. Yeah, it's basically what 2ab को ही separate करके over here they have written a plus b in the bracket x. And in the end, b square is what? The second term. Second term is what? This term and this term. This term they have multiplied. Over here, here I have a and here I have b. Basically, I have multiplied them ab. So I'm just giving you a simple technique to relate a plus b the whole square's formula with this one, x plus a into x minus b. X plus b, sorry. Naitik, tell me what's your query?
Sir, a plus b is a whole square. We have one proof that you showed here. There is one more proof of a square grid method, right?
Yeah, there are actually multiple types of proofs. So in this case, we actually don't have to bother about proofs. We just have to proceed further with that solving. Okay.
Okay, so proof doesn't matter in this case.
In this case, it doesn't matter.
Okay, sir.
Hmm? And somewhere, sometimes if you feel, कि, okay, yeah, I'm not able to remember this, not a big deal. If you're not able to remember, you simply try to multiply them, yeah. मतलब, just in case if you're not able to remember the formula, all you have to do is multiply them. X plus b. So when you multiply them, what happens? X into x, x square. X into b, bx. A into x, ax. Then a into b. So this is a method how you have to multiply them. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then goes next a plus b the whole cube. A plus b the whole cube's formula is basically a cube plus b cube plus 3ab. Then in the bracket a plus b. That's it. When you open the bracket, it will look like this. But I will suggest you to remember this one. This is much easier to remember. एंड इन सेम केस ए माइनस बी द होल क्यूब में वेर एवर कहाँ का नेगेटिव आता है, दो जगह पे नेगेटिव आता है. एक तो जिसके साथ ये नेगेटिव है, किसके साथ? बी के साथ है. तो ओवर हियर आल्सो बी क्यूब विल हैव द नेगेटिव साइन. सिमिलरली, overall, this positive will become negative. Why? Because there is a b over here, therefore this will become negative. And similarly, there is a b over here as well, therefore it will also become negative. So wherever you see b, there you can see a negative sign. Now this did not happen. You will say, sir, यहाँ पर क्यूब तो नेगेटिव हो गया, बट यहाँ पर स्क्वायर पॉजिटिव क्यों था? बिकॉज वेरी सिंपल लॉजिक, -1 when multiplied two times, which is nothing but square, it gives you +1. But when this -1, when you multiplied three times, it will give you minus. So hence, cube may have a negative sign, but square will not have a negative sign. Square or raised to fourth. Basically, all odd numbers may have a negative sign, but even numbers of index will not have a negative sign. I hope it's clear. Okay.
So in the cube one, the if it's plus, then all of the symbols are plus. If it's minus, all of the symbols are minus.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. Let's try to solve few examples. So first question, to identify whether the given equation is identity or not. So how to identify? Sorry. So you try to solve them. When you try to solve them, if you're getting some, okay, for example, in this case, this is an example. 2x minus 3 is equal to 3x plus 4. So when you try to solve them, you bring all the x together, all the numbers together. On one side, you are getting something else, and on the other side, you are getting something else. For example, on the one side, you are getting x, and on the other side, you are getting -7, which means x equal to -7 is a unique solution. It is a single solution, which means I will say that it is not an identity. Whereas, on the other hand, when you solve another example, when you solve and try to bring stuffs together, you will observe that whatever you are getting on the left hand side, the same thing you are getting on the right hand side. There is nothing called as x equal to 7 or x square equal to 7 or x raised to 3 or 3x is equal to 7. Like one side variable and one side number. It's not like that. It's both sides are having variable, and they are we are not able to solve it further beyond that. Hence, in that case, we will say, okay, fine, LHS equal to RHS. Or in simple language, again, if you will try to bring them forcefully together, for example, x square को आप इधर लेके आओगे तो x square and x square gets cancelled to give you 0. 3x को उधर लेके जाओगे तो 3x and 3x gets cancelled to give you 0. So 0 is equal to 0. Whenever you see 0 is equal to 0 or x equal to x, in short, same thing equal to same thing, that time you will say that this equation has infinite solution. आप इसमें x की जगह पे कुछ भी डालो, आपको सेम ही मिलेगा, कुछ फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता उसको x का. Therefore, I'll say it is an identity. Okay. So how to identify whether it is an identity? X equal to number आया, so not an identity. There is no kind of solution. कुछ solution आ ही नहीं रहा है. Same thing equal to same thing equal to same thing आ रहा है. Then you say it is an identity. Okay. Second question. Expand this thing. Tell me, Naitik, what's your query?
Sir, um, means we have to first, each term is equal, we have to equate it to 0 in identity. I didn't understood that part of it which you explained of 0.
So I was saying that x equal to x अगर आया, so you won't be able to solve further. Even if you try to solve further, then x minus x equal to 0, which is 0 is equal to 0 आएगा. So this is the worst case scenario you may get. So whenever you see this part, that time only you say that it is an identity. Because
Okay.
even if you try
Okay.
to solve, you will get this only.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So expand this thing. So this thing falls under the category of a plus b the whole square. So you substitute this as a and this as b, and then you do whole square. You have a formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. Instead of a, you'll substitute this. 2ab की जगह पे substitute करो, b square की जगह पे substitute करो, solve करो, answer निकालो. Since it is very simple, I'm not going to do it. I'll be proceeding further. The next one is a minus b the whole square का term it is a b. Again same story. A minus b का formula लिखो. Instead of a you substitute, instead of b you substitute, instead of a b you substitute, instead of b square you substitute, you'll get the answer. The next one is a plus b into a minus b. So you have an identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. A is 3x, you'll write 3x square. B is y, you'll write y square. That will give you 9x square minus y square. The next category is x plus 6 into x minus 4. So that comes under this category where x plus a into x plus b it falls, where a is equal to 6 and b is equal to minus 4. So substitute the formula x square plus a plus b. A की जगह पे 6, b की जगह पे minus 4. That gives you 6 minus 4 into x plus a into b. Again, a की जगह पे 6, b की जगह पे minus 4. So this gives you minus 24. This gives you 2x. So x square plus 2x minus 24 is your final answer. I hope it's clear. Okay. So this is the next term where a plus b raised to whole cube they are trying to solve. Again, you have a formula a plus b whole cube ka formula. Simply substitute in that formula and get the answer. Since it is very simple, I'm not going to solve it. Basically, we are going to do the same things in the exercise or maybe worksheet. Hence, solved examples, I'm not going to invest much of our time. Then we have again a minus b.
Till what time?
I'll be taking couple of more minutes. That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Then I have a minus b the whole cube. Again, you have the same story. A minus b the whole cube is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. You simply substitute it in the formula, you'll get the answer. Again, using the formula, you're supposed to find 101 raised to 2 ka value. Again, what are you supposed to do? Using the formula, you have to find. So what I'll do it as 100 plus 1. And then I'll substitute a plus b the whole square ka formula. That is a square, that is 100 square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into 100 into 1, plus b square, that is 1 square. So 10,000 plus 200 plus 1, that gives you 10,201. Then 48 स्क्वायर कैसे करेंगे? 40 प्लस 8 भी कर सकते हैं, 50 माइनस 2 भी कर सकते हैं. Since 50 minus 2 would be simpler for us, I'll go for 50 minus 2 the whole square. But 40 plus 8 भी करोगे, then also you will get the same answer only. Okay. Here I'll be substituting a minus b the whole square. And then here 71 plus 69. This I can do as 71 can be written as 70 plus 1, 69 can be written as 70 minus 1. Then I'll substitute a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square का formula. Here 102 raised to 3 gives you 100 plus 2, the whole cube. Here 99 raised to 3 gives you 100 minus 1, the whole cube. So I hope the solved examples ka logic you are very clear. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
That's great. So I understand, मतलब in the message also a student was asking कि कब तक मैं class लूंगा. So I understand that extending the class beyond this time will be difficult for you guys. So I'll not be extending this class. I'll be continuing the remaining portion in the next class. Okay, Naitik, do you have any doubt?
Yes, sir. Sir, for identifying an identity, it is
Mhm.
simple, right? So we have to just see, suppose generally multiplying, when we multiply the LHS, means we multiply in the brackets, we get the RHS. So this is only the method, right?
Yeah, that's only the method. Yes. So remembering
Okay,
the
sir.
formula will help you to save your efforts from multiplying every time. Because every time आप बैठ के multiply करोगे तो you lose a lot of time. So इसलिए remembering the formula is very important. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's great. So dear children, see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day, sir.
Same to you. Bye bye.
Bye,
Take care.
sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.